Hi, my name is Elizabeth Barnes, and I will be discussing motivation, engagement, and the relation between the two for my child and early adolescent development course with Grand Canyon University. To discuss motivation, I'd first like to discuss what drives motivation. Safety, feeling valued, seen, and heard, and having confidence drives motivation. We can compare this to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the base of the hierarchy is basic needs. When these needs are met, students feel motivated to do well for themselves, both academically and professionally. High performance feels like a reward, and reward, of course, drives motivation. There are two types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic. We can think of the word intrinsic as an internal motivation, or motivation that feels personally rewarding. A student engages in learning because they find it interesting or enjoyable. For example, a student that has artistic talent may be motivated to complete a class project that requires making a poster board describing a character from a book. The student finds this activity personally enjoyable, and the internal reward is feeling accomplished and proud to show off their ability and talent. Extrinsic motivation is derived from being motivated from external factors, such as praise or rewards, or simply avoiding consequences. An example of extrinsic motivation is a student completing the same poster board assignment just to avoid receiving a 0 for not completing it. There will be no drive or personal enjoyment, but the student will get it done because receiving a 0 comes with consequences. When a student feels motivated, whether intrinsic or extrinsic, they become engaged in what they are learning. Engagement and motivation depends on and supports the other. If a student is really motivated to complete a writing assignment, she will be engaged, making sure to incorporate details, write neatly, and maybe even go the extra mile to draw a picture that goes along with her writing. Her motivation may be intrinsic, finding personal joy in sharing her ideas on paper, or her motivation may be extrinsic, doing a really good job so that she receives a sticker for her hard work. Either way, she is motivated, which fosters high engagement. When a student is engaged and really paying attention to writing with complete sentences and paying attention to punctuation, he is motivated to complete the work and do a good job. If a student is really tired and just feels completely unmotivated to do anything because of the sleepiness, low engagement will be evident. We may see the student keeping her head on her desk and not really paying attention. If a student has zero interest in a book that the teacher is reading, we may see no engagement. He is not looking at the book, he is fidgeting with his pencil, the motivation to listen and pay attention will be non-existent. Factors that affect motivation and engagement may be either internal or external, sometimes both. Interest in the topic, confidence in a student's work and ethic, growth mindset, teacher or family support, recognition and teaching methods, whether using teacher-based or student-based instruction, activities, games, or primarily independent work. There may be many, many factors that drive learning and retention of the information. This is why it is so important to learn your students as an educator and figure out what works best for your students. Games are a really great way to help keep students engaged and motivated in the classroom and can be easily modified to fit specified instruction or grade level. One game I've created and used personally is Jeopardy using PowerPoint. I can easily adjust this to the grade level, to the subject, to difficulty. Creative projects are another example, such as having students create a shadow box to represent the ocean floor when completing a science lesson on marine life. Debates are also a fun way to have students use critical thinking skills, and debates also help build confidence. Most importantly, teachers have to set the tone for the classroom in creating a positive environment where students want to learn and want to be engaged and want to feel motivated. When a teacher's instruction is engaging and motivating, students want to prove themselves by doing a good job. Not only proving themselves to their teachers, but proving to themselves that they are capable. Teachers can ensure their instruction is motivating and engaging by using a variety of instructional methods, allowing students to have choice and voice, as well as consistently praising effort and good results. This concludes my presentation on motivation and engagement in the classroom. Thank you.